I think we were talking about chitta. Do you know the meaning of chitta? What is chitta? Mind. Chitta means mind. So we are talking about our mind. Hear what the Buddha has said. Kumbhupamang kāyamimam viditva marīti dhammam abhisamvidāna yodeta māram paññāyudena itanca rakkhe anivesanokiya. Now this is the Buddha saying. The meaning. Realizing that this body is as a jar or a pot. Establishing this mind as firm as a city. He should attack Mara with the weapons of wisdom. He should guard his conquest and be without attachment. Still it is not clear, isn't it? So simply by reading the English translation, so you won't be able to catch the real meaning. So what the Buddha says, first we must realize what this body, Kumbhupamang kāya, kāya means body, must realize what this body is. This is like a pot or a jar. There are so many things inside this pot. But some people use the whole pot as crackpot. Their behavior is such, become real nuisance to others. That means they misuse their mind, their body and everything to create a lot of problems and miseries. So we should not misuse our physical body to disturb other living beings. Because of our human mind, it is more advanced than any other kinds of living beings, we can abuse this very easily. By using our physical body, we can kill others, we can destroy others very easily. So the advice of the Buddha is not to misuse this physical body. In another discourse, the Buddha also mentioned or advised us how to maintain our human dignity. Kāyena samvaro sadhu, sadhu vācāya samvaro, manasa samvaro sadhu. There are three things we have to maintain samvara. Samvara means discipline. There must be some sort of discipline in our mind. Discipline in our mind means whenever evil thoughts or harmful thoughts appear in our minds, we control this without allowing these evil forces to flare up and come out either through our mouth or the body. That is the way how we guard, how we discipline our mind. Then the second one is vācāya samvaro sadhu, vācā, words. We have to guard our tongue when we are going to talk. Otherwise, the words that come out from our mouth can create enormous to others. So before we talk, we have to think. That is called discipline. In simple language, talk mindfully. By knowing what you talk, by considering whether your words that you are going to utter are harmful or useful. Discipline. Kayena samvaro sadhu. It's better for you to discipline your physical body. You can misuse your hand, your leg, your body, your whole body to create many problems. So when such ideas appear in your mind, when such words come into your mouth, when your mind forces your body to do something which are harmful, which create miseries, then discipline. And here, by considering the nature of this body, again analyze. So when you study Satipatthana Sutta, usually people use for their meditation, way of mindfulness. Analyze into various groups. First, analyze into 4 elements. This physical body is nothing but combinations of 4 elements. What are the 4 elements? First one is solid things, solidity. Second one, fluid. Third one, heat energy. Last one, wind or motion, breathing, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, that is motion. These are the 4 elements combined together, and the shape of our physical body take place due to the combinations of these 4 elements. Then these are the elemental side. But elements alone cannot produce a life, a physical body. There must be many other sources. What are the other sources? If elements alone cannot produce a life, there must be certain other things. What are those things? Cannot? Energies. And what are those energies? We have 2 kinds of energies. Internal energies and external energies. Internal energies is called mental energy. External energy is called what? Cosmic energy. You know how many energies that we use without our knowledge. You know, when a child, a baby is being born first time, in the mother's womb, that baby never breathed. But after giving birth, the first time when baby opened the mouth and cry and start breathing, first time, that means the whole cosmic energy enter into the physical body. Then breathe out, come out again. Then again breathe in. The cosmic energy is working here. Support all these existing elements and mental energy. That is how we survive. So when we meditate, concentrating on our breath, what we do, we harmonize or we cooperate our mental energy with the cosmic energy. At the moment, they are working separately. Mental energy works in one way, cosmic energy another way. When we meditate, we join both together, cosmic energy and mental energy. That is how the development takes place in our mind. So now you realize this body is nothing but combinations of four elements and two kinds of energies, mental energies and cosmic energies. Right. How many kinds of mental energies are there? You have heard these things, that is why purposely I want to ask. How many kinds of mental energies are there? Simply we say mind, that is not enough. We must know how to analyze, and then we can understand the function of the activities of the mind. Yes? You know only one energy, isn't it? Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. These are the four. So I mentioned the Pali word. Now you must try to give me the English word. What is the first mental energy? Vedana. What is Vedana? Feeling, right? How many kinds of feelings are there? How many kinds?
3 kinds.
3. Very good. What are those 3? Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. See, now advanced. Slowly come up one by one like this. We are experiencing 3 kinds of Vedana or feeling. Pleasant or very nice feeling. Then we experience very bad, very painful feeling. And in between there are many, just ignore. Neutral. 3 kinds of feeling. That is one particular mental faculty, mental energy in our mind. Now you realize. Then why do we consider, contemplate on this feeling? To maintain the discipline in our mind. When there are pleasant and nice and soothing feeling, we become crazy. And we want to gain more and more such feelings. When we lose or when we lost, when we separate from pleasant and nice feeling, we feel very unhappy. Then we experience very unhappy feeling. On the other hand, when we have very unpleasant feeling, we hate this feeling. We don't like this feeling. Then we pollute our mind. By developing that hatred in our mind towards our pain, we pollute our mind. That is how pleasant and unpleasant feeling also pollute the purity of the mind. The neutral feeling we ignore, because that feeling does not create, does not disturb our mind. Then the second one, Sanya. What is Sanya? Cannot. Can, right?
Perception.
Perception. What is perception? Use another simple word. Another simple word. We perceive, but many people cannot understand what it is. Recognize. That one is easy, isn't it? We recognize. This is so and so. This is good, this is bad. This is called perception. This is another mental faculty. There are so many things to function, to recognize. The mental energies must work and work and work. Come to that conclusion, oh, this is so and so, or this is good, this is bad. Second stage. Third one, sankhara. What is sankhara? Yes? Right? Hello? Mental formation. Too big. In other words, he says mental formation, too big. Another simple word. That is one aspect. Volitional. Yes, answer is good, still very deep. Always try to use simple words, then these young people also can understand. So I can use simple words. Our good and bad mental habits. Simple, isn't it? Mental habits. Some are good, some are bad. Then we can use another word. The good and bad karma that we commit accumulate in this particular mental energy. That is called sankhara. We continue these things life after life. The other things that we experienced earlier as feeling pleasant, unpleasant, after that no more. And we recognize this is so and so, this is good, this is bad, after that no more. But this one, that accumulated mental habit as good and bad never disappear. Please remember, this is the most important area. Because these things remain as good karma and bad karma. This is sanskara. When you study modern psychology, also you can get support from psychologists. They say, in our mind there is something, they say, called collective consciousness. Collective consciousness, because the nature of the mind is appear and disappear by creating certain good and bad effect. Nothing to remain. That was the common belief. But the Buddha has said earlier, this sankhara or mental concomitants or mental habits, good and bad, that we deposit in the subconscious mind never disappear. And these things we use our habits. Now within this life, we are using so many habits that we have developed during our previous births. And many things that we develop within this lifetime, we continue and experience in the next life. Good and bad, both. This is a very rich area which is called a storehouse of consciousness. Everything. When a person is hypnotized, through this hypnotism, they can trace back. They can go back to the childhood to find out all the activities in the mind. Again, shift over to the previous birth, last birth. Can reveal certain things, what they have done during their previous birth. That clearly shows all these activities remain in the subconscious mind. So many others cannot understand this interpretation. To them, everything depends on soul theory, soul or God, that's all. But the Buddhism has gone beyond that to explain there is something in our mind. That mind is responsible for all these discriminations, differences and feelings. Then the last one, Vijnana. What is Vijnana? English word? Vijnana means consciousness. Consciousness. Consciousness is very rich. The feeling that we have accumulated earlier, recognitions that we have developed, and mental habits that we maintain. Three energies are there. Besides these three, our five senses bring object from outside. Our eyes bring object. Nose bring object. Mouth bring object. Ear and the physical body. These five channels bring external objects into the mind. Now see how many forces are there. So when all these things join together, started to work, that is called consciousness. It's a very rich. So one day, when we are going to depart from this world, that means when we are going to die, that consciousness is the one which departs. Not the body, not the soul, no spirit or whatever word that we use, that consciousness transmits. In that consciousness, we have accumulated our craving, attachment and good and bad karma or mental habits. All these objects, ingredients are there. Then another life will be originated through the influence of this subconscious mind. Again, the four elements just now we mentioned come and join. Then the cosmic energy also again support. Then new life, new body come into existence. But there is a link, connection with the previous birth. Because many of our pleasant and unpleasant experience in our life, we experience due to certain deeds, what we have done during our previous birth. That is the connection. Again, certain things that we do, like our habits, our food, our color, our dress, and our hobbies, all these things depend on our previous birth. We choose our own color. So here the Buddha's advice is, by considering what this physical body is, this exists for a short period. This is a house, this is a vessel to keep that mind inside. Mind is functioning inside here. When the mind is working, we can notice that physical body also working. If mind is not working, I cannot talk like this. My mind is talking actually. If mind is not working, I cannot raise my hand. This is mind. Every action in our physical body are the activities or mental activities. So when the mind is controlled, when the mind is disciplined properly, guarded properly, then automatically words and the physical body also disciplined. Then the Buddha says, those who realize what this physical body is can use this to protect themselves, to avoid evil forces, Mara. Attack Mara. Mara means evil forces. You know, every religion talk about a very strong evil force. Christianity and Islam. These two religions talk about Satan or devil. And Hinduism talk about Asura. And Buddhism talk about Mara. Idea is the same. Evil force. They interpret this as devil or some other forms of living beings. Actually, they are not living beings. They are evil forces which influence our mind for us to do bad things. Another thing, they never come from outside. They are not external forces. All these evil forces also come out from our mind. After that we create very bad atmosphere. Shouting, scolding, fighting with others, irritating others. We create very bad atmosphere. Then the evil forces that we have created again reflect, come back to us. Such evil forces they regard as devils or sort of other fierce, dangerous living beings. The Buddha has explained the meaning of Mara. All these are evil mental forces which persuade, encourage us to create bad things, wicked things. So we can attack Mara, that means evil forces in the mind, by analyzing the physical body and the mind. Simply by worshipping or praying to any devils or ghosts or spirits or supernatural living beings, you cannot control them. But your analysis, your understanding, your effort, when you use properly, you can overcome. This is the practical method introduced by the Buddha. Through this understanding, we can do that.